Happy 2018, everybody.
Happy New Year. We're back.
We are back. How's everyone's New Year? Did you even make it to midnight?
Did we?
No. Because we're old.
We're kind of getting old, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a lot of people ask us, like, if we're going to party it up, and yeah, that's just not really our thing.
We did till like 10:30, 11.
It was a short party.
Yeah.
Short party.
Went downhill
But it was still fun. Still good time.
Yeah.
Had an amazing 2017 that we're super excited about.
Yes.
I hope that everyone out there had a great year. Looking forward to another great year in 2018.
Our online platform is officially live, and we have companies going through it. That is super exciting.
Yeah. That is really exciting.
So if you're looking at, implementing a new training program for 2018, we happen to know some people.
No guy
and a girl. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, we'll jump into our topic for today, which is what can I do to make sure that I am setting myself up for success in 2018? And that is a great question. It's a great, I think, a great thing to be starting off the year with, kind of assessing what you hope to get out of this year. Last year was a tough year for a lot of companies and a lot of recruiters. It was still a great year, from what we've understood from our clients and from the recruiters that we talk to. But, we want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for even more success in the year to come. So I think the first thing to look at is, just take a quick review of last year. What went well, what didn't go well, what can we keep doing, and what do we need to stop doing right now so that we have a better
I think a good thing to do with that is to actually reach out to your lead, your manager, someone that can actually get some metrics in front of you. I'm a big believer in, reviewing the metrics. Just kind of look at, what was your call output?
Right.
What, where were you as far as some of those effort tracking metrics?
Right.
And just kind of, like Sherry said, take a good close look, be real honest with yourself about your effort. And also, maybe it's the attitude, right? I don't know. Could be.
I'll say one thing about the recruiters that I know that are super successful in this industry are always reevaluating how they're doing things. I think that they're always looking at ways to improve. They're always looking at what can they do differently or better to create better outcomes for their travelers, to create more unity amongst their teammates. And so I would highly recommend, if you don't have somebody in your company right now that is kind of your person, find somebody and talk with them and spend time with them, maybe weekly or monthly, just kind of hashing out, this is what happened this month, or this is what happened this week, and I wish it was different because this didn't go my way, or that didn't go my way, or this went really well, and how can I take, this that went really well and put that into
and sometimes it doesn't have to be somebody that's necessarily even in the space. I know we were pretty lucky working as recruiters together because we could bounce things off of one another and actually really kind of help, come up and develop strategies if we were struggling with something. But it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that's even in the space. Somebody that maybe, a friend, a colleague, somebody that's that's not working within the space even can serve as a great, mentor and help guide you.
Right.
What about setting goals? Because I think that's kind of big picture, kind of what we're talking about. Yeah.
So I think goals are super important for anything that you do. And even for us as a company, we sat down at the end of last year and looked at, what went well last year and what things do we want to keep doing in this year, and what goals do we need to set to make sure that we accomplish those things. Because here's the thing, everybody wants to grow, right? Everybody wants to add nurses or add travelers to their head count or whatever.
Or add more clients.
Or add more clients, right? We all have those goals. We all want to, generate more income in the coming year. But it's great to say that that's what we want to do, but you have to have a really good plan in place to do it and have those micro goals that you're accomplishing either weekly or monthly or quarterly or all three. You can't just say by the end of this year, I want to be running, an average of, 25 to 30 nurses.
Right.
How are you going to do that?
And that's funny that you say that, because that's something that, like, in talking to recruiters over the last month and a half, when you talk about 2018, what are your goals? It's always a number. It seems like it's always a number. But like Sherry said, you got to figure out how are you going to get there, set those micro goals. Kind of an analogy that I like to use, especially because, oh man, we've watched a lot of football, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying some of the football, because it's been amazing. But the analogy is like a coach taking over a team. Let's say it's Scott Frost, for example, coming from UCF, going to take over the Huskers, go Big Red, throw the bones, right? So he's taking over, and he is actually coming into a situation where
he's going to get fired in 2 years. They're going to be
negative
calling for his head after the first 3 games.
Let's not talk bad about Scott Frost.
Sorry, carry on.
So Scott's coming in. He's going to try and actually score some more points next year going into the season, right? That's one of the goals, right? He's going to put that up in the locker room. He's going to put it up on his whiteboard. He's going to maybe even engrave it on the players' lockers, right? So everyone knows that's the goal. Are they going to score more points because of that? No. What does he need to do? He needs to spend time, and he's going to do this because Scott's freaking amazing. Thank you, Scott. He's going to come in. He's going to review film. He's going to look at what did they do last year? What did they do well? What did they not do well? Some of the things that Sherry's mentioned. And find and isolate some areas where they can improve performance that's going to lead ultimately to that goal of scoring more points.
Right.
Could be third down conversions. Could be that the quarterback never set his feet when he threw the ball. We don't have to worry about that next year, though, because the quarterback's gone. Could be that he's found that the recruiters were running poor routes. So those are the things he's going to focus on. So now let's flip that into recruiter terms. Are you falling asleep?
Yep, sorry.
What does that mean for a recruiter?
Right, okay. What does that mean for the recruiter?
I don't know. What does it mean for the recruiter? Is he just going to put a number up?
Right. Numbers are great. Well, like I said, your goal is to hit 30 travelers this year. Fantastic. Good for you. What are you going to do to get there? What were your retention rates like this year? Were you running a 40 or 50% retention rate? Well, if so, maybe your goal should be to hit higher retention rates.
Yep.
But we can't just decide to hit higher retention rates. How do we do that?
Break it down. How do you do it?
How do you do it?
The experience of the travelers that you're working with, right?
Build better relationships. Make people want to stay with you and want to continue to travel with you.
Absolutely. So you guys get it. You got to set the goal, but then also set those objectives. There's things that you can go out and measure and reach that are going to allow you to attain that goal.
Right.
And the other thing is have somebody that is going to hold you accountable. That's the big thing. Right. We mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I want to say that again because that's important.
Yeah.
So, like have a Sherry or have an Adam that can hold you accountable to make sure that you're following through and you're meeting those objectives.
And if you don't have somebody, go to our Facebook page and share your goals, and we'll help hold you accountable. And the other recruiters on our page will help hold you accountable.
It's a lot of
easy help, for me to say, right?
Right.
But you know what? We're here. We want 2018 to be fantastic for everyone. We loved recruiting. We had so much fun doing it. And if you do it well, the sky is just the limit for you. So we want that for everyone. And whatever we can do to help you guys with that, that's what we're here for. Absolutely. So keep your questions coming. Set some goals for 2018. Set some long-term and some micro goals. And
cheer on the Huskers.
If you wish.
Cheer on the Huskers.
Yes. It would be nice to have a good year.
It'd be great to have a good year. So looking forward to it.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Go Moxie.
Go Moxie.
Go Recruiters.
Throw the bones.
Yeah.
If you're not watching Character Chronicles, start watching it. Dude's freaking hilarious.
We're out of here.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Send us your questions.